Hello, welcome to episode 6 of the Footium Strategy Show with myself, Harry Trait, and with me as always, the man, the myth, the legend that is Fans2, aka Sean Newsham. What's going on, mate?
Not too much. Was out of town. Just got back Wednesday night, so that's why we're a little bit late this week. And I think we're going to be on Friday next week, if I remember correctly, as well, because I'm out of town again. Busy
Yeah,
couple days. Had some scheduling mishaps on my end, but we were able to make it work. So that's all that matters.
yeah. How have you been getting on with your getting around the Footium sort of schedule and obviously your life schedule?
It wasn't that bad. Actually, I did download everything on my phone so that now I do have access on my phone. So
Hmm.
that was a much better course of action than when I did not have anything on my phone. So yeah, we had a decent run over the last few days. I would like to be in better positions in a couple spots, sadly, but I mean, hopefully I can sort of turn it around a little bit towards the end of the season. But I did just get like my schedule in D2 this season was like horrific. I literally played like the top 7 teams in a row,
Oh,
and then I
wow.
played like 4 ghosts in a row. So it was just the second half of the season is a bit different, but the first half it was like just a grind, and then I just was like, all right, I got to train everybody at the same time because I have a few days before I play a real team again. But people were losing to Ghost. The Ghost games were not going easily in the D2 this season.
Really? Yeah, I drew to a ghost yesterday, 0-0 actually. So,
We
uh,
in the D2 yesterday, I think it was like fourth place lost to a Ghost, and third place was down 2-1 to a Ghost a good chunk of the game, and they barely won 3-2.
holy moly. Do you think something's changed with the engine or like,
Oh, I definitely feel like this season it feels like the engine has changed a bit, where like the Ghosts are a bit more competitive than they were
Mhm.
previously.
I think that's only, is it like it's nice that you play against a ghost, obviously, because you kind of go into it thinking that you're going to win, but at the same time, like to keep it competitive, you probably want them to be a bit better, don't you? To where like you can't just play absolute like
Yeah,
duds, but then you're not going to have duds, are you, in D2? So it's like I don't know.
I think you want to no, because I mean, what pretty much everyone does is like I basically have like a D8 team that I like have as like subs in D2s for those games.
Yeah,
Um, but I think you should lose if you run something like that, like 10 to 15% of the time, and that's what most people do. And it
hmm,
probably is about accurate. And then like if you run like actual good players, you should just almost never lose. Which I think is the case. And I think that's probably why I don't typically lose to the Ghost because some of the games versus the Ghost, like I'll have like at least 1 or 2 good players on the field because they're just getting minutes.
yeah,
Um, and then because I like I said, I played 4 ghosts in a row, and some of my guys are like either max potential or they're in a situation where they have none available. So getting them minutes is totally fine. And if I have 4 games in a row, I can run them a couple times against ghosts, and then like on the last one, like I'll rest them.
how have you been getting on with coaching? Have you spent more than you originally bought? Because I know you allocated like 20, wasn't it, to
Yeah. Let me
each?
check.
Was it
So
each team or was
I
it
bought
overall?
I bought the 20 per team.
Yeah,
And in my D2, I've only used 3, but that team doesn't have a lot of guys that like are suited for coaching because obviously like guys in my D2 are that this season was my priority spot.
yeah,
So the guys that I have there are like dudes that are fully like maxed out XP, so it's not
got
really
you.
guys that are training that often. And then one of my D4s I've used 12 already.
Wow. Okay.
My D5, I've used 5. My other D2, I have used 1. So there will be some spots at the end of the season where I'll use some. But yeah, the 1D4 team, I would assume I use all 10 of them by the end of the season.
Wow. Are you using them on like the same guy? Obviously not, but like the same bunch of guys, I guess, over and over.
Yeah, so what I did at the start of the season, I'm curious if you did the same thing, is I broke down a list of dudes who those are guys I want to use the training on. And I just like wrote a list of like them. So like every time I'm like curious of like what I'm doing, I'll go to my list and be like, all right, these are the guy. Like if this guy's up, I make sure to train him on coach suggestion or on coaching.
Do you think it's like necessary for them to be like multi-positional guys? Like for coaching, or do you think it can benefit other guys? Maybe not from the positional standpoint, but maybe the minute, like what, like, or you just strictly it has to be a 2 or a 3 positional guy type of thing.
No, I mean, I think it's a combination for me. I think it is a situation where it's either a guy that has multi positions, or it's a rare that it's just like he needs to get as many minutes as possible when training him. It kind of varies. But basically, like if you have any young academy mint player, they are going to have multi-position eligibility. Because like when they're first minted as academy guys, they're close in at least like 3 spots.
Mm-hmm.
So like if they're an academy guy that I just minted in the last season or this season or last season or something, like they're almost for sure going to be using it. It's the guys that were like trained 10, 12 times already that are not really being options for me.
I know you don't play too far down on the game as far as divisions go, but like, what do you think the cutoff is to be able to warrant using, like spending money on coaching? Like, are we talking D8 mints? Are we talking D6? Like, what's the, where can you actually like make off it, if you know what I mean?
I was actually thinking about the other day. Did you buy coaching for a shout?
Yeah, I think I have. Yeah, let me. I've only bought 5 so far, I believe. Let's have a look. So, but I've only. I can't even train, can I?
Not yet.
So the only person I've really been using it on so far is it was an academy guy, and he was a DM centre back. Well, I lie. Actually, I have used I think 1 or 2 on Vieira, the one you got me. Yeah. Even though I was pumping him up before the coaching came out.
Sure.
So there is a
but it's at least close enough that like you can get more out of it.
Right. Oh, that's what I did. So on one of the transfer windows, I actually brought the guy down to here.
Yeah.
This guy, Fernando Castillo.
Yeah.
So he's got like 25 potential cap, but he's 1838 rated, but he can go right back, CDM, centre back. So he's been the one that I've been using it on. I think I brought him down after I bought the coaching because I don't have.
Yeah, coaching. You think the coaching is on the other team?
I think so. Yeah. So I probably need to bring him back over, which is whatever. And I think I was giving him minutes down here as well. Sure. So it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't know if I could justify using it outside of, like you said, multi-positional guys, or like you said, maybe my rare. Because you want as much minutes as possible on your most valuable guys.
Yeah.
But I don't really have any. What about this guy? Could be, the Adrian Davis guy, the centre back I've got. I know it's probably a bit too late, but him being a 50 rated mid.
Well,
DM, sorry.
I think for him too, it's like it's more appealing from a perspective of just like if you're using coaching on him, you're getting him up to those higher ratings quickly, which does carry value. So back to your original question, I think you probably want to use coaching more at the like D3 plus level.
Okay. Wow.
I would say, I think, because like maybe D4, but the issue is like once you get down, like 20 coaching sessions is basically like, I would say a player, like other than a rare, it's basically the full player.
Yeah, like $100, right?
Like,
roughly.
Yeah, I think like my D5 Academy mints are like similar price to what the coach training spots is. Right. So I think that it's more appealing down or like up in the upper tiers for that reason. But what I will also say is the ability to just have 3 training spots if you're just trying to jam in as many because like we know how it goes. Like sometimes at the end of the season, you all of a sudden you get like 3 spots and you can just big. Like you have 3 days. You have 3 days where you can get good training in.
Uh-huh.
Well, if you can get good training in 3 days, having a 3rd spot is pretty massive.
Yeah. 100%.
So like I think it matters. This game's going nuts. There's shots both ways on this one.
I know. I've had a ton of shots, haven't I? What's going on?
We have a big battle here in the 2 versus 3 for this is a massive game, honestly.
It is, but the thing is, I've not played my best team. Like I've because I'm playing them tomorrow, obviously as well. So I've got Davies on the bench, and I've got my rares on the bench. So I'll probably bring him on. Well, I'll definitely bring him on.
Yeah, you definitely want to try to bring. I mean, who are you playing tomorrow that you saved him for?
Same team.
Oh, yeah. So you just like kind of want to steal a draw here and then get a win next game.
Kind of, yeah. But I mean, I think I could nick something here, but mate, go on.
Oh, that's
Come
good.
on, Wolfgang. Oh, there was a game a few days ago, Sean. I had Gonzalez, my main man, 72 rated, got sent off straight red.
Nice.
Yeah, I was 1-0 up, went 1-1, and then I had a left wing playing like centre forward for some weird reason, and he was a complete red. He only ended up scoring the winner.
Nice. Nice.
So I won 2-1. Yeah, with 10 men and a red. So yeah, that was sometimes you need a bit of luck, you know. Like I didn't really have that season before. I never had any spots where, and I was still attacking. I was like, you know what? Normally, you probably go defensive here, right? 10 men, like obviously you go defensive. I was like, no, let me just go, you know, contrary to what you would probably normally do in a rational situation like this. And it obviously just worked out maybe by luck, but yeah,
Nice.
I'll take it. What spot are you in best now? Like league wise, is it your D2?
My D2 is
no penalty.
Oh, no.
Please save.
I miss penalties nonstop, so like you have a shot.
Yeah, they do tend to. They're a bit dodgy sometimes. Please just be a miss.
Yeah, I think it's going in though, because usually when it doesn't do anything, I feel like when it doesn't show anything for a while, it means it's a goal. When it does, it means that like he missed it or like it went wide or the goalie made a save or something.
That's brutal.
Well, that is not how you want to end the half right there.
Not at all. Not at all. But we'll bring
my D2 currently is in fourth, a tie for fourth on goal differential, but I'm going to lose today, probably. I play the best team that is like far and away better than mine. And the next two games are against like mid-table teams that I have a legit shot to win. And it just so happens that like also today's team that I'm playing against, his team has like 5 legendaries that are 91 plus, and my best player period is like 81. So I don't really expect to get a result today. If I do, that would be fantastic. But so like I am running a more like B team today in that spot to try to get a result. But or like if I don't get a result, I'm not running a full ghost team because I think goal differential very likely plays wing sales my D2. If you want to look that one up.
How's this doing? Well,
that team is in good spot. That team is in very good spot.
Nice.
I play 9th back-to-back days as well. So I haven't played as 9th. But yeah, we can talk about that. We'll get to that one. But yeah, so I'm thinking that goal differential is going to be impactful. So I'm not running a full ghost because I would really like to. I play Kinfield today. I would really like to not get destroyed by them to like preserve my goal differential.
Yeah.
So I'm playing like a B team, but not like a full bad like 35 rated team that I play against ghosts. So hopefully I can pull out a result, but I'm not hoping. I'm not really expecting it. In worst case, like hopefully I just lose like 1-2-0, something like that. But yeah, so Malice lost yesterday to a ghost. That's who lost to a ghost.
Oh, wow.
And Horrell Stanley was the one losing 2-1 to a ghost. So the ghosts are getting a bit of results in this league. So we'll have,
you could get promoted here, Sean. You could be a D1 boy.
I would like that actually, because then it would make my decision next season very simple, and I would love to get some D1 mints.
That'd be fun, yeah.
I think it's unlikely, but it is possible. I can compete against everyone probably other than Kinfield. The issue is that like I play Kinfield today, which wraps up the first half, and Horrell Stanley is likely going to get a win and be 6 points up on me, which is obviously a bit tricky. My issue is I just get like I can't get over the hump against the good teams. I blow points repeatedly, and it's like annoying as fuck.
Against worse teams, or you mean better teams?
Against all the teams that are around me in the table, I probably dropped like 5 points the first half of the season in like the 85th plus minute.
Jesus.
Like I'm pretty sure I drew. Yeah, so let's see real quick. So Mingle, I was up until the 88th.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I was literally leading that game the entire game till like the 88th minute, and then drew it. Horrell, I did get a result.
Yeah, that's nice.
Mington, I wasn't really in the game. Crow, I was literally down 1-0 the entire game. So like it's just sort of I'm not really getting the results I need in these spots. I guess I haven't dropped as many points as I thought I had, but I just can't quite get over the hump in these spots, which is a bit unfortunate. But it is what it is, right? Like
started off well.
Well, so that was a good start because Malice is a winnable game for me. They're comparable, and then Bronbor is a ghost. Torth, I'm just way better than. But then I went on a stretch where I played the other like high to mid table teams and just couldn't quite get the results I needed.
Remember? I think wasn't it before the season we were like not sure. Well, he didn't go strong.
No, he ended up ghosting, which I think was a no-brainer play for him. It just didn't make sense. I think because his team was basically as good as Torth Town, which if you look at Torth Town, they're at 9 points and they're 7 points off of 7th place. So like it's one of those things. Like I don't think Bronbor would be in any better position. I think he would be very similar because his lineup was probably slightly worse than this. And it just wasn't a comparable enough team in D2, I don't think, this season.
So he made the. Oh, we're up against it here.
You are. You're gonna have to get some boys in here.
I know. I brought the winger on. I don't really have any. Well, I could bring the defender on.
Yeah, I'd probably bring the defender on. I think maybe I would give it like another 10, 15 minutes. I'd probably bring him in at 60, so like he hopefully gets on the field by like 70.
Free kick.
Do you have any suspensions possible?
No, to be fair, I'm clean. Yeah, I've had a couple, but nice. First is winning against fourth, which is probably not ideal. Well,
it's okay if you don't think you can get first, and if you lose this, like you're pretty much dead for first. Like it's probably not the end of the world for you.
Sean, have a look at this, right? Guy in first, his team on paper is not good at all.
Oh, really?
I'm sure. Oh, maybe I'm messing it up. I'm sure.
Oh no, yeah.
It's okay.
And then you on paper.
But like 26 players, like it's not as if he's got like 35. Like, I mean, he just must be a very good player because, I mean, there's nothing crazy stand out there, is there? Really? There's a nice bunch of like 50s, I guess.
Yeah, like it's solid, but it's probably slightly worse than your team. Oh, you got it.
It's good. Get in.
Let's go. 1-1.
My stars. So I'm still attacking. Shall I bring it back to balance?
No, you got to get the lead. Or you toggle it, like so you go back to balance and then you move it back to attacking like the last 15.
Got you. Yeah. What are we? 6? Okay. 56.
Oh
no.
Not what we want to see. That's like, do you ever notice like the positions where the shots are? You can just tell like when you're gonna eat shit.
Yeah.
If it's like inside the 8, like off center or something, you're like, oh fuck.
Oh, that is brutal.
And then if you're like literally dead center in front of the net, like from 1 inch, you're just like, oh, I'm fucked.
Oh, that is
not what we wanted to see there. Not what we wanted to see there.
No, not
gotten back to even too.
That is brutal.
Like right there, if he takes a shot from there, it's not going in.
Right.
But like, man, if it gets
not again.
There, it's got to be. Typically, I very seldomly see stuff go in from outside the box.
Right. I'm gonna bring that free kick to me.
Yeah, I think it's time to bring on the defender.
I have brought him on. I've actually brought on Vieira as well. Go on. I've brought on a centre mid as well because I'm a little bit scared about Ceballos because he's just got a yellow and he's 81. So, centre back, centre mid on.
Yep, we got to stay on attack. We got to try to even this up.
There's definitely time.
I do think if you do get another equalizer, we might have to go back to
go balanced. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind that.
Oh, that's a good spot. That's
the bench.
Oh, damn. No, that's like the spot you want to be in. That's where it seems like they score a shitload from.
And that's instant impact as well. He literally just came on.
All right, we had a good shot attempt there.
Come on.
So what is your hope for the season? Are you hoping to get third again, or are you hoping to slightly go up and get a second?
I mean, since obviously first 2 games I lost both, I was like, you know what, this is just going to be terrible for me. And like I told you, I've won 8 in a row, so I mean, I've put myself in a spot where I think I can easily get, not easily, but with good results, I can get second. I think first seems a bit out of the. I don't think I've played first yet. I could be wrong.
If you haven't played first, then you definitely still have a shot at it.
Yeah, I could be wrong though, because it feels like I should have played him already, doesn't it? But I must have played him once. Oh, Vieira again. Oh, block.
It does feel like you should have played him already.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's two.
That's good.
Center. Oh, hey, let's go 2-2.
What do we think?
I think we go back to balance, and maybe we kick on attacking in the back like 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think that's the move. Like 75-minute mark, we go back.
We go back. Yeah, I don't mind that. Vieira, instant impact.
That's the guy I sold you.
That's the guy. Yeah.
Look at that.
I know. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh my god. This is. Oh my god. What is going on? He just had like 3 shots.
Yeah, that was not good. That was not a good sequence for the boys.
Yeah, mind you though, the pending request thing went through straight away. No. Oh no, it hasn't.
No, it's still there. But it's all right. So like at the set, hopefully once it kicks on, we'll go back. That's what I do a lot of times. I'll toggle like as soon as it kicks over, I'll go back because like you never know how long the ball is going to be in play for.
Right. Yeah.
Like you never know.
No,
I wish
been there when
tactics like just naturally like went on.
Yeah.
Like,
do you think they can do that?
I would think so. I don't see why you couldn't like. I mean, maybe not. Maybe the way the engine is like that doesn't quite work. But
would you like it if you didn't have to sign it every time as well?
I would love if I didn't have to sign every time. I'll tell you what, doing that on a phone with like 2 teams at the same time sucks.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Because I was doing that because I have 2 D4s, and doing that on my phone was rough.
Come on,
you guys are just like shooting for midfield like now.
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, your boys are like just chucking it out there.
That was my left back as well.
That makes sense.
My left back was getting up there.
Yeah, no, my D4s are obviously both at the same time. Like, man, that sucks. Doing it on your phone.
How are you doing that on 2? Never mind, 1's hard enough.
Yeah, 1's hard enough because like the whole signing everything. I wish you could just sign and then like once you're signed in, you don't have to do it for every single adjustment.
Right.
Like obviously, like if you're selling a player or doing something like then yeah, but like I'm obviously just sitting here doing shit. I don't want to. Because you have to do it like 10 times a game.
Right. Have you bought anyone? Oh no. Like since the season started, if that makes sense. Like
no, I typically don't buy anyone during the season because like it's too hard to get them out of other people's clubs.
Got you.
And I was pretty sorted. Now, what I will say is the way my schedule goes, the back end of the D2 season is a bit light because I sort of play like I have like 2 games and then I play a ghost. 2 games, then I play a ghost. So like I am contemplating moving some of my like depth guys down to D4 to try to help with the title push. All right, we gotta go attacking, Harry. We gotta go for the win. We can't be sitting here and not go for the win, right?
Come on, let's just go for it. He's probably watching whoever I'm playing against. Remember, I did this last time, and
I do.
Oh no! I scored!
You scored!
Shit!
Too late now. Now you gotta get back eventually.
Should I
see like that? Like I also wish that you could cancel a pending transaction.
Should I just go balanced?
Yeah, I never go defensive personally, but like
really, huh?
Yeah, I don't go defensive. I typically only go attacking or balanced. I mean, I have gone defending like a couple times, but typically I don't go defensive.
That's interesting. Well, because of the burnout?
Brain says defensive is OP to win the game, so you might have to listen to Brains because I literally can't close out games. So
I'm trying to, but I can't actually get my.
Like, I wish you could cancel pending. Like,
yeah, that'd be nice.
There you go. Now you can do it.
Defenses win titles. Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree. That's a very Conte way of looking at things, but I don't mind it. Stop.
Clear. Let's get a clearance.
Come on. Up. Come on.
Huge game. Huge game because it takes all the pressure off of tomorrow's game.
Yeah, and I've managed to like not play my best team.
Yeah.
Although oh my God, what is going on?
I've noticed it does that sometimes when you go
Wait there, that's not right. I didn't. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I thought that was saying Nigel Lloyd was brought off, but no, that's okay. I was so confused then.
You guys definitely seem to be controlling the back end of this game. Let's get another goal. Let's put it away. But yeah, like, if you win today, like it just takes a boatload of pressure off of tomorrow's game. Where like if you win tomorrow, you pretty much like are locked going up.
That's the thing, yeah. Like the 6-point swing is it's basically 12-point, isn't it? Technically. Well, no, it's 6 points. Isn't it,
Well,
really?
and I think sadly for you, I know this will upset you, is that if you do
Uh-huh.
go up, I will unfortunately be going up as well, so I won't be there
No.
against you.
Fuck.
I know. I'm sure that
I
you
mean,
definitely are very sad not to see my team in the league next season.
yeah, that would be brutal. But I'm at a stage now where I think Gonzalez is going to the grave with me.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a valid
Yeah,
comment.
he's fully 72'd out, and
You probably get enough out of him from him being on your team that you probably make more from that than you do if you sold him. All right,
yeah,
let's get a clearance here, boys.
I know. Come on, what are we doing? This is too much pressure. I don't like that. Goal kick, good. Quiet it down. Come
Let's
on.
sell things out.
4 minutes to go plus stoppage time. First is winning 3-0.
And they're beating fourth. So like that's this like a win here and a win tomorrow. Like that pretty much sets you to just go up.
Yeah, that could be for sure.
Which I mean, also a nice position because then you can just train the shit out of it at the end of the season.
Yeah, like I've got a few remaining potentials on some of my better guys, like my goalie Davies and obviously my rare. But like I can't afford to train right now. Like I've already trained a decent amount already.
Yeah.
I've done a couple on Davies, a couple on Moore. Gonzalez is fully done.
It's hard during the season if you're playing comparable teams to really like hammer some training. Like it's just not super possible.
Right.
89th minute, we're getting close.
Come on. Come on the defense. He's probably piling on the pressure, isn't he? Ultra attacking.
I don't know. Why the commentary stalled out. Sometimes it stalls out.
Yeah,
you have
flipped
to
out a little bit
again, but at this point it's too late to really do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys got to control the ball. Let's get the whistle here, ref.
Come on then, 90th. Just call it. You know,
Yeah.
we don't call it.
Rubbish.
We don't mind another goal for us.
Yeah, okay. We don't want to have the ball because like that shit turns quickly.
Yeah, that was a good spot.
Put it away.
Oh my god, that was a good spot.
Ball. 91st minute never goes 92. Never goes 92.
Come on, just say full time. Yes, that's huge. Wow, that is actually a really big win for us. Let's see what the league's looking like.
What a battle for the boys.
Look at that. 4-point gap.
4-point gap and fourth loss. So like you're probably and maybe fifth will win. So you have at least like a 7-point gap down to 4.
I've never been in that position. Like last year wasn't the case. It was tight. So
now did they run their best team today?
Relatively
did they do similar to what you did.
Nah. Well, you could see here he had like his I mean
so
5 best players.
Yeah, and he definitely has some dudes getting a little tired.
As do I. Like I wouldn't say I'm like immune from that, but I think there should be enough time now between now and like I should be able to start more tomorrow. I should be able to maybe start Davies.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's given me a little cushion, which I really didn't expect. I mean, losing my first 2 games, and they weren't against good teams. Like I think I lost against like bums, but they weren't. Where were they to? Okay, my first game was against first.
Second,
right?
That team wasn't, I don't think, in the top 4.
They're 5th right now.
Yeah,
but like, and then I just went on lucky little 1-0, and then it was like 5, 6, 4, 5 goals. Obviously 1-0. This was lucky. This was when I had the red card.
You pulled that late. Oh, you pulled it late with the red card. Yeah, I had a game the other day against a Ghost where I had a red card. I'm like, I'd really rather not have that.
Right. And then I played Tal, who obviously in 4th yesterday. So I've played 4th, 3rd, and then 3rd tomorrow. So
5th didn't even win. So like you literally have a 9-point gap on 4th. Pretty massive gap setting up there.
Yeah, I mean there's not that many. What was it 11 games left?
11 games left. When do you play Hard End next?
Let's have a look. I need to go on my fixtures, don't I? So I got Runnerwood after this, which are in 8th, which should be a nice little game. Nunth Villa, who I've gone up with, like I've known that he was the guy that I played my last game like live on. You know, when I got screwed. Yeah, he was the one that was like stream sniping me.
Knowing what you're doing.
Yeah, Thampton not very good. Purden bottom of the league. So that's nice. That's a nice little run here, and then
Well, that's nice that you play Eardberry right before you play them, so that hopefully you can have all the boys ready to go for that game.
because it's literally like not ghost, but like not great, decent, not great, very good, and then not great. So it's like I have an easy-ish end actually on paper.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because what's nice is you play. I'm assuming Thampton and Pruden are ghosts, so like you can go ghost. Then you can go into Tal, who's a better team, play your main team. Then Eardbear, you can rotate pretty heavily, and then you can then hard end, you can have all the guys ready to go.
And just give my all. Like I probably won't catch him, but you never know. I mean,
or like you'll be able to know where you're at that point in the season, and like maybe you have a different strategy depending where you're at. Or like vice versa, he might have a different because like maybe he's up 9 points on you at that time of the season, and he just is running guys out because they're getting minutes.
I really hope I get to a stage like you said where you can kind of know where you're going to finish and you can just train the life out of everyone. Like I've never had that yet since starting the game. So I've always been trying to get promoted or fighting for it. So it's like that would be a really nice luxury to have.
Yeah, like I play in my D5. I play second place with like 4 games left in the season. And if things continue to go where they are, like it's a legit possibility that I like can just run trainings out at the end of the season. Yeah. So like, I mean, at the end of the season, you'll probably have like you getting like 2 days, 3 days of trainings at the end of the season would be able to let you knock out your remaining potential on all these guys.
Yeah, that's the goal.
When you're going to have more open up too, obviously, as we get closer.
100%. But yeah, 4 coachings left. Not a ton of potential. Like this guy's a bench guy. But to be fair, he's my main right back. Like I only have 2. My goalkeeper's only got one more training. My goalkeeper's done for life, which is nice.
Nigel will have both remainings. Like if you can knock down that, because like knocking them out at the end of the season is way better than like
forcing them now, basically.
Like I just like you want to have shit done just so it's done, and then because like having it done and not having to worry about it is nice. But like the luxury. Wolfgang, you might be able to knock 3 out at the end of the season, depending how it goes.
Yeah, because that's the issue now. Like he won't be able to play tomorrow, so it's like I might need to actually change formation potentially. Which fucks me because I can't play more. Because I'll have to play right wing, left wing, which they're not strong. They're like 40s.
Yeah.
But then they're full strength, so like full fitness.
But
I'll
But yeah, I mean, you want to play more though, so like maybe it's worth it to play him tired.
Is there? Because so this is a situation where like if Varela had left forward as a secondary, like I wouldn't feel as butthurt.
Would you have anyone at left forward that like shows up not terrible?
I did.
More just isn't
more.
It's just Wolf basically.
Oh, this guy does. Yeah, this guy's actually not bad. Like he's my right
he's a 30. Yeah, he's a 34. It might just make sense to play him tired because like tomorrow's game is big, or at least try to get like a half out of him.
Right.
Like maybe start him and then pull him off at half and put on James. Like maybe that's the move. Because like it's pretty bad. Like obviously James is pretty bad.
Yeah, James isn't great, and obviously Wolfgang's. Just ran into the ground.
Actually, if you have interest, I have a left forward that would be a good fit for you that I don't use. I can sell you.
Really?
I mean, tomorrow's opening.
8 hours. Yeah. So
actually, I'd have to make sure I could unregister him. Which
I got you.
But like, let me see.
Let me see if I got someone on my D8. I might have somebody over here.
You might. You need a left forward.
Left forward. Nope.
No. Let's see. I gotta find this guy because I literally don't use him. Yeah, I have a 25-year-old left forward with 10 remaining potential, and he's a 47 rated right now.
Well, he's pretty. So he's basically Wolfgang.
His name is. You want to type him in? His name is Massimo Greco. It's like kind of the perfect card. There's 2 S's. It's kind of like the perfect card for like exactly what you need.
This guy.
Yes.
Yeah, he's basically a little bit worse than Wolfgang, effectively, isn't he?
Yeah, he's basically like in line with Wolfgang, but has a lot of potential remaining because I don't use him very often.
Really? Yeah, I mean, that was the only position I hadn't like doubled up on this year. Was left forward. Sorry, because I brought in that left wing, left.
Yeah, if you end up wanting him tomorrow morning, let me know because I can probably sell him.
Yeah, that
I
could be
think I can unregister him. I don't think I need to unregister anyone in that team. I got to look at that stuff though. That was like my thing that I was going to do later
to do
today.
today. Yeah, no worries. Okay, yeah, that's made me feel a lot better now. We're second in the league, and we're flying. When's your next game today?
I play at noon, 1 and 3. So
Okay.
hopefully we'll be back from the vet with the dog by the noon game. But if not, that's my D5, and that team is way clear in first. And I don't play a team that's great. So hopefully I can be all right regardless. But I would like to be able to at least make a couple changes. Like I should win. I think my team's quite a bit better. Like I'm probably better in like every position than them.
I just realized rewards are displaying now. I don't think they were a few days ago.
Yeah, I knew they were displaying the at least recently. I didn't really check before that.
Mm-hmm.
I know they came out with an update on that yesterday. I think it came out yesterday or maybe it was the day before when I was traveling. I saw a tweet. But yeah, my DA team is like fully rested because I had just played a ghost.
Oh, nice.
So like I'm able to like just play a more main lineup. So like I'll probably play a pretty main lineup today and tomorrow, and then a little bit of a rotated one on the third day, and then I play the team that is in fourth that I would like to beat after that, or the team that's in third. And if I can beat the team that's in third and win like my next 3 games, I'm gonna have like fucking 12-point gap on third.
That's wild. I'm seeing rewards are from like what they ended on last year. They're a little bit down, not by much though.
Yeah, I think it was like 10%. I think I saw, but like the where they were is fine. Like because the thing is, like I think they're down like. Might not even be 10%. Might have been like 6. It might have been like 6% in ETH they were down, but they took in less in ETH in terms of like how much the mint prices cost.
I got you. Yeah.
Like that, I think the only difference is just the mint. Like people just didn't mint more; they minted the same, which I mean kind of makes sense because you can only realistically have so many cards if you have X amount of teams.
Yeah.
But so I think what happened is it just went down like 5-6% in terms of mint price, and like so we saw the prices come down like 5-6%, I think.
Yeah, because last year I finished third in obviously same division, and I won 0.04, I believe. So yeah, it's roughly 10%. I wonder what's D8 looking like. I can't imagine you can win much from D8, but that's completely no, I want to go on my league. There we go.
There you go.
Okay, 0. I don't even know what that is.
That's like what mint price costs, like more than mint price. Like what's mint price in this division?
I think you're right. Yeah, I think it's a little bit more than. Yeah.
Yeah, so like that's basically like a player or like a little over a player for second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like I think that's at the lower levels. I think that's fine.
Oh, I couldn't. There's a little left forward there. Left forward. They're too low rated.
For your no, maybe someone's there though. Yeah, it's still too bad.
Yeah, I should have probably minted him, but he's only got 18, and I'm just like,
yeah, I definitely like when they're 18. I'm like, I get like one less season out of you. It's just way less appealing.
This guy could be interesting though with the double, like the But he's just too low, isn't he? Probably.
Yeah, I think so. The center forward is the better option.
Yeah, he's the one. 33, 16.
Like he 24. Can get to a silver.
Yeah.
Like that's but like you don't play your formation with the center forward, so it makes it tricky.
Yeah, exactly. He's just he'd be a sell if anyone is interested. I wouldn't really be looking for much, if any, upsell on him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would be willing just to get him gone for someone else. But yeah, it's a tricky one.
Yeah, I have. Well, I mean, are you planning to keep the same formation going forward, or is it changing when Moore's gone?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's probably the one that stifles it, really, doesn't he? So yeah, no, I'm open. I'm open to definitely using a center forward in the future, 100%.
Well, you should be able. What's your formation? What are you running? Are you running 4-3-3 attacking?
No, 4-3-3 F9.
So false 9. Yeah, I mean this. So Lloyd is kind of like, but there's.
Like Lloyd's pretty young and obviously 57.
Yeah, Lloyd's like one of your better players. So like you can't really get rid of Lloyd. So yeah, I mean realistically, you're probably not in a position where you want to run a different formation.
The only thing I can do is like go like in game. I could go 4-3-3 high and just like swap out the front three effectively. So you know, and nothing changes obviously back here if I don't want it to, but it's just like I do have a centre forward. I think he's 44 right now, 45.
Him and stuff. Like he's not bad.
Yeah, he's okay. And I haven't on my second team. I actually have one that's gonna be like a little bit better than that. Where's he to? He is so Bowley's gonna be.
Oh yeah,
a little bit better. He was my first academy min, and Gutierrez is basically the same player as Schultz.
Player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it makes it a bit tricky, obviously, to navigate what to do with that. But
right,
that is like it is a lot easier to do things with one formation or like one formation option. And I mean, I guess so technically you could also change your formation too, because at least like wingers are really cheap. So like you could have a center forward and 2 wingers. Like you said, like it's not really like a change of formation per se. It's just like
change the attacking line, isn't it?
Yeah. So like instead of like maybe your backups being all this, like your backups are like 2 wingers and a center forward, and like that's your 3v3 type of thing. The issue is though, is like if you do that, you have to change all 3 dudes.
Yeah, at the same time. Yeah.
Like you have to use all 3
subs at the exact same time.
Kind of like,
yeah. Awesome. Like I've been using them in my like games where like I think I'm gonna probably win it just because it's a ghost. So like they've been my ghost formation, you know. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. In game, it does make it tricky. I mean, I know I'm quite stifled in the position, the formation I start with because there's not much variation because there's no center forward. But
yeah, with forwards, there's a lot less options than there is with.
Like, are you changing formation though much in game? I know it happens, but
I mean, I change formation a lot in game, but that's because my formation I just change based on the midfielders.
Got you. So you either go like AM, DM.
Yeah, so like if you go to the 4-3-3 attacking, 4-3-3 high, 4-3-3 D, like it's like. You could do that.
I could do that. Yeah,
could do that.
But the issue, so I would be swapping a DM for
an AM.
Well, my AM's already on the pitch, though, isn't he? From like,
or you're switching a DM for a CF, but like, that formation is doable for you when your DM is gone.
Got you. Yeah, definitely.
Until your DM is gone, obviously you want to have him. But like, so if you go between this, the 4-3-3A, and then like you look at the 4-3-3D, 4-3-3H, like these formations are a bit easier to like navigate through. And then just in general, and the 4-3-3. So like a lot of the time what I'll do is I'll rotate between the 4-3-3 and those other 2 4-3-3s.
You've got 3 different variations, basically.
Yeah, 3 different variations. It just depends on like what I have in terms of my center mids at the time.
Yeah, that is really nice actually, because it's just you just need a ton of, not a ton, but you need good midfielders from every DM, AM, and obviously CM.
Correct. There's another 4. Can you look at the 4-3-1-2?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that's not what I was thinking. There's another formation where there's a winger and an attacking mid, but like you actually get to use your attacking mid. I just can't remember what the formation is. It's one of the 4 backs. Like I don't have 5 back option.
Oh, it could be. No,
It's one of the 4 backs. I just don't remember. Maybe it's one of those 2. Check the one above it. It's one of the 4-2-3 ones, I think. Check the next one.
Yeah.
That one is a usable formation too. But again, like you probably need your DM to be retired. So I think that's like I kind of want to get an attacking mid so that I can run this option.
Got you.
Because if I have an attacking mid that is similar to my CMs and DMs, that option gives me an option. Whereas like I can't really run this because like you need a left forward, right forward. I don't have it.
Right. Yeah, they need this formation with left wing, right wing, don't they? Really. But then I guess that's the same as 4-2-3-1, isn't it? No, the exact same.
Yes, the exact same.
Yeah.
Which like it's fine. So like I try to run I want to eventually run the 4-2-3-1 as like at least an option.
What if this had one DM, CM, AM? That'd be fun.
A 4-1-1-3, 4-1-1-1-3 or whatever.
Yeah, 4-1-1-3. That'd be cool.
I had to do the math on it.
One of
your midfield would not get the ball much.
Well, maybe not, but I don't know. I kind of like that balance. Have they got a diamond shape on here? I think they do, don't they? That one's this one, yeah.
Yes,
but that one's kind of cool.
The issue is needing the forwards.
Yeah. But I basically play this without the forwards, don't I? I literally play right wing, left wing.
Basically.
Yeah.
Effectively, that's what you played is without the forward. But like the difference is, I guess, between those formations is the other formation you need a right and left forward. This one you need center forwards.
Yeah.
So it's like a whole different thing that you need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess if I had two good centre forwards, I could swap left wing and right wing for two centre forwards, meaning that I'm not doing three subs at the same time. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. The issue is though, is like if you do this, like you need. Well, I mean, if you ran this as like a main formation, like you plan to use it, you need so many fucking center forwards.
Yeah. You need four basically.
Yeah, you need like 4 center forwards, or maybe even a fifth, honestly, which is like fucking brutal.
Especially if you're training, yeah.
Like it's really hard the amount. That's why, like, I don't like the formations where you just need like ass loads of players because it's really difficult.
100%.
I would run wingback options if I had wingbacks, but like I just don't have wingbacks, and it's like never been a position that I really have. So like it makes any of the 5 backs really difficult. Also, like I mean, if you're running a back 3, you need like 6 or 7 center backs, and maybe not 6 or 7, but you need like 5 or 6 at least.
Easy, yeah. That's my issue. Like I get caught in like, okay, I want to play this formation because I do have left wings and right wing backs who are like fine, like 47, 45, whatever. But then it's the centre backs is the issue. Like I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 centre backs, but you need 5 basically.
You need at least 5, probably.
100%. Bachman said, "I'd love to have a variety of narrow formations as alternative options."
I agree with that. I would love to have a lot of options, but I just don't think that I have the ability. The issue is, in order to have a like variety of options, you need to have a variety of cards and a lot of them. And I just don't have that full allotment yet. And then you have even less in that situation.
Yeah.
So it makes it difficult. But that's what I said. Like I have to pretty much like run like one standardized formation with a few variants off it, because if I do, I have very easy ability to keep my team in order as we go.
Is there much correlation between like the D2 guys up there? Like, what are they playing? Are they mainly playing 4-3-3, or is it literally random as hell?
I'd have to look at the teams primarily.
Because you say really, like, you know, you don't really scout that part, do you? You're not really too interested in like what the other team's playing formation wise.
I know that a lot of people run a back 5, and the back 5 seems to have a lot of success against me.
Yeah, Brains. I think Brains.
Like, I do know that's like a typical formation that people will run. Let's see this dude. So the dude today, the guy that is in first that has the best team in D2, he is going to run something with 2 DMs.
Oh, wow. Really?
An attacking mid, a CF, and a left mid, right mid. So I think he's literally running this formation.
Got
you're showing right now. That's the formation. Yeah, that's the formation that the best guy runs. But like a lot of people run a 5 back.
Yeah. I get it. Like it's very conservative. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess for me the issue with the 5 backs is I just don't like the variance of the 5 backs. That it's like it makes it hard for me to have the. Yeah, a lot of people run a 5-2-3. That's what like it seems like a lot of people have.
Yeah, it's kind of aesthetically pleasing.
It's a pretty logical formation because you have the wingers. Like I do think you get. I would prefer to have wingers over right forward, left forward, and the reason is because I think there are more lineup variants you can have with them.
Definitely.
Because like let's say you get a rare next season and your rare is like whatever position.
Right.
There are a lot more variants. Like let's say you get a fullback or something. It doesn't even matter. Like whatever position you have, there's typically more variants that you can run with left wing, right wing, which is why I prefer them over the forwards.
Yeah.
And then from there, like it's just a matter of like finding what formation like sort of works for you. But like I haven't had wing backs. A lot of it for me was like my original teams, like my good original teams, never had a wing back. Ever. And never had attacking mids. I did end up getting like a couple good academy mids at one point, but I just sold them because again, like by the time I was 2 or 3 seasons in, my team was pretty established with what I had.
Right. Yeah. And it's hard to
that position.
Yeah, it's hard to then go down another route, isn't it? Because you're already 3 seasons in and
yeah. So like now I think what I was trying to do this season was I was even planning on getting an attacking mid that like gave me that option, but I didn't really have a spot to get one. I did have an academy mint rare, but it just like it wasn't that essentially interesting to me. Yeah, so wingbacks are definitely fullbacks.
Fullbacks are expensive.
Well, that's why I think a lot of people run the back fives, because I think that the wing backs are a lot cheaper, and then you could run either wingers or forwards, and they're all cheap. So like it kind of, and then also like with this formation, you really don't need that many positions.
No.
Like you need like 4 center mids, you need 2, 3 right wingers, left wingers, you need 2 center forwards, you need 2 wing backs at each position, and then you just need a bunch of center backs.
Center backs, yeah.
So like I definitely understand why Brains runs this formation.
Mm-hmm. No, I do like it. Like aesthetically, it does. Like you've got players in basically every position. It's just maybe obviously no DM and no AM, but
yeah,
I do like it. It does seem quite balanced. But yeah, I don't know. I tell you what would be cool. I don't think they've got it. Is if these right wingers and left wingers, I know you're talking a lot of mids. If they were cams, can you do that as a 5? If that makes sense.
What do you mean?
So like right wing and left wing are literally 2 AMs.
Oh, so basically turned into a 5-2-2-1.
5-2-2-1. Yeah, I'm sure
they have that formation. I mean, it's because that is a 5-2-2-1.
There's a 5, 1 AM with 2.
Yeah, so just replace one of those forwards with attack mid. That would make sense. It would make sense if they bring in that formation.
Yeah, I kind of like that on paper. That's pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah. 5-4-1 is right. Okay, yeah. Again, pretty close.
That's the penis.
Yeah.
Basically the penis formation.
That is the penis formation. 2 center forwards, 2 AMs, 2 DMs. Well, yeah. 4-2-2-2 with wing backs, not right back. Yeah, okay, that's interesting.
Pretty simple. What do you need? You'd literally need 5 guys, 5 positions.
Like this would be way more expensive than this.
Yeah. Correct.
Because
I find this over the other alternative 100%.
Right. Yeah.
It's like there's no difference.
Right back, left back, plus right mid, left mid is most versatile. Over left wing, right wing, is it really? I didn't think that.
I believe that.
Yeah. Can switch to a 5-4-1-D. Yeah, it's just.
I think attacking mids are cheaper than defensive mids, but that's pretty close. It's not like that big of a gap.
Yeah. Have you kept an eye on prices recently of like?
No, because I don't really look in season.
That's fair.
I don't really look at all in season. Because like I just it's such a pain in the ass to like
unregistered player.
Yeah,
someone bought my goalkeeper, Sean, but it wasn't so you won't get it to the end of the season.
You're loving it because you can.
I know,
play him
but I have 4 keepers in my second team, so like I don't need him. But but I could just unregister him, right, and he would just go there. Is that right or no?
I think so, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, I probably should to be a nice guy, but.
I would definitely not do it. Unless it was like negotiated, like I'm going to unregister someone like
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I haven't really checked. I don't care as much in the season because like I'm not going to deal with the unregistering and registering, and like I still don't even know how to tell on OpenSea who is like available and who is not.
So I think not that it really matters, but I'm pretty sure there's a registered and unregistered like toggle.
But only on OpenSea 1?
Potential. What the fuck? Yeah, I think so. I never really used number 2, honestly. Right. Do you see yesterday, like, Google was, like, dead? Do you see? Like, I was supposed to do a stream with someone yesterday, and, like, all the cloud services were, like, basically hacked.
Nice.
Like no one could stream on Twitch. Like, it was, like, down.
Nice. No, I didn't see that, but that's solid.
Yeah, it was wild. Right, so you go down here and you go to registration.
Oh.
And you go to unregistered.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's easy enough.
See if there's any rares unregistered. I'm sure there is. Willpower. There's your AM.
Yeah, that's like I had an AM similar to him. I wanted it to be a little bit. I had pretty much that guy was like pretty much what my mint was, but like I don't really want a rare because it's going to take too long for him to get like up to a level that I want. So I would have preferred like a silver that was like high level.
89 max rating's pretty fun.
Bachman said full-time whistle.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
I haven't used full-time whistle.
Chris likes the 5-2-3 attacking, so that's with the right forward and left forward, I believe. Crazy how the user base has not even scratched the surface of all formation. No, I'm sure not. I mean, it's easy though, isn't it, to get into your little hole, like Sean said. You've done 3 seasons worth. Like, it's a bit like, well, why do I need to, venture out of that? I
It's
think
harder to get out of whatever your hole is that you've dug for yourself unless you get the mints. Because like I'm not gonna go spend like 1.4x on a guy that is just like out of position, just to, like make a new formation most of the time. Like I'm just gonna be like, all right, I'm just gonna continue down my path and then like adjust later.
100%.
Yeah, there was like if there was a non-retired gold attacking mid that was like a decent age, like I would consider that. But like none of these guys are going to be unregistered during the season.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, none of them. Let me just go off. Right wing, left. There's my boy. He's still up for sale. I keep forgetting that he's just still up for sale. DM. No,
I don't need anyone that. Actually, Henry Boyer used to be mine.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, someone bought him a couple seasons ago. He's a good card.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 20 and he's 75. That's fucking hard to do.
Wow, look at this guy. 22, 76.
I tried to buy that guy in the preseason, but I offered a bit lower and it didn't get accepted.
That's going. Goalkeeper, centre back. Look at that.
Go back up to that goalie. Let me see that goalie.
How has he snuck into this? I've just put gold on.
Because he might be gold. It just might not be.
Got you. Who is it? Sorry, the goalkeeper?
Yeah, so that's a nice goalie, but it's a little expensive for me. But that's a good goalie.
Nice rating though.
I bought a goalie that's like for slightly less, I think. Oh, actually, I don't even remember what I paid for him. I think I paid like 0.14, and he's like a 71 that can get to an 83 at like similar age. So, like I would say my guy's like slightly better, and I paid slightly less for him.
But for like 0.12 or something,
not a bad price at all. You don't have to worry about trading anymore. I would like it if he was a little bit higher rated, though. I'd like it if he was like 78, 79.
Yeah. There's a couple of goalkeepers, I think. Yeah, another one there, but obviously not as high.
Yeah, goalie for me is like I brought in that other guy. So basically, I have a guy exactly like that, and I'm too tied together on ages on goalie right now. So like, I probably only want to bring in a goalie if they're like young.
Wow, look at this guy.
I've tried to buy him a couple times.
Really?
But the guy wants just too much for it. Like I think like 0.15 is a fair price for him, but he wants like 0.22, and I'm like, I'm just not interested. Because like that's a card that I was interested in because he can get up to an 85.
Yep.
But like it's just I don't know. He's just not
cooperated.
But what happens is like he's not willing to budge on the player, and then he doesn't like he has him in D5. Like I just don't think you need him in D5. And like obviously, like I think we both can agree, like the more you sit on this player,
he's just losing value, basically.
He just loses value. So like like I was willing to pay like 0.15 last season. Well, like maybe this season I'm only willing to pay like 0.14. I just don't now like if you were I just don't think he's pounding in the training with
training. Yeah, that AM's pretty fun. He might be too expensive, but like 1975. No, I mean,
that's a reasonable-ish price. I mean, it's probably too high. I think it's probably should be around 0.175, 0.2, not up there.
So he would have been what, a 62 rated like 17-year-old, let's call it, or whatever. 16,
probably maybe? A 16-year-old. He was probably a 62-year-old, 16-year-old would be my guess.
And where would you?
I think would be too huff otherwise.
D2 or D1?
Probably a D1 mint. I don't think
really,
be that low. I haven't seen a D2 mint be that highly rated to start, so I would assume it was a D1 mint. I mean, click on it, you can see what it is.
Oh, really?
It was probably. I would imagine. Go up. Or yeah, you can go to the activity. Sorry, it's on the bottom. You're on. Yeah.
Oh, got you.
Yeah. So 5 months ago was a D1 mint.
Wow. Okay.
So he was definitely a 16-year-old. So 16, 17, 18, 19, and this is like his year 19 season.
Mm-hmm. And this is what you said, though, didn't you? Like, there's definitely merit in just blasting 16-year-olds that have got like already a good rating, but
I mean, at D1, like there is very few guys that are like that.
Couldn't
So like,
okay,
if you get a dude like that in D1, like you can almost for sure mint him and train him a bit and sell him for more in 2 to 3 seasons.
Got you.
Or like you can sell him right away. Like that type of mint, I would think in D1 would be like 0.15. I mean, that's Bachman. I would think that guy would be around like 0.15 though for a mint, maybe even higher. It depends, I guess, how his stamina and his leadership is.
Mm.
And if his stamina and leadership is good, then it's probably like, I mean, it could even be a little higher.
I need to make a move after this. Not great. It's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's not like bad. I think there's good, fine, and bad, and he falls in the fine category.
What does this mean, Sean? Cards?
I assume those are the yellows he's accumulated on the season.
Oh, got you.
Would assume that's the case.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, so he's on suspension watch. I didn't know it was only 2 for a suspension watch.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean that probably concludes today's little episode. Nice to get a win.
Well, definitely big win too.
Did you say next Friday? Is that what we agreed on?
Yeah, next Friday. Well, we can. Would you want to do at the same time next Friday?
Yeah, we should be good to go. For that, how long? So I'm just thinking games wise.
I am driving back from my trip on Thursday, and if it's like a disaster, we'll get a hotel room. So we can tentatively schedule for 10 a.m. next Friday, and then we can reassess once we are a little closer.
100%. Well, we'll be closer to the end of the season as well, won't we? So we'll know a lot more.
We should have a lot of clarity by next Friday, because next Friday is the 20th. How many games are left in the season after next Friday?
Can't be many, can there?
No.
Fixtures.
I would think there's only 2 or 3 left. Yeah, so last game's on. Maybe we can do a final day of the season depending where we're at show.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, we'll cut it a bit, like less than a week basically for that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that'll be a fun little stream. But yeah, it's been a pleasure, lads. I appreciate everyone watching. We've had a decent amount today. It's been fun. I appreciate the chat as well, because that really does help us, because we're figuring this out ourselves, off the fly. There's not much Footium content out there as there is really, like in live stream form. There's obviously videos. But yeah, it's been fun. Appreciate you all, lads. Hope you have a good weekend, and all the best, Sean.